Today, we're out in the woods here just doing a little bit of logging. As you can see, this tree is 28 inches in the butt. That is a massive tree. To give you an idea, I could probably get a 20 by 20 beam 40 feet long. This tree looks to be about 75 feet long, roughly, or it was about 75 feet tall. The real question here is, how am I going to get this out of the woods to my little sawmill? I'm about a mile and a half from my sawmill, and I have to transport the 75-foot timber to my mill. I probably will cut it into 16 or 20-foot lengths, but still, that is one massive log. Here's the stump where we cut it. And if you actually get rid of all this snow, it's actually easier maybe just to use the butt. And you count every single ring. Every ring is 1 year. So if you look here, you can see these white lines there and then there. So that's a year. So you can see how much it grew year by year. So you can actually go back here and you have sort of an accurate representation of what environmental conditions are like, rainfall, growing conditions, all that sort of stuff over the last, probably this tree is about 75 years old. If you were to count every ring, which we could do, you could start right here and just count all the way to the core. And I would say on average, as I've counted before trees of this size, this tree is probably about 75 to 100 years old. When you look closely, you can see some of these rings are a lot wider apart, and then you have some rings that are a lot thinner. So those years there wasn't as much rainfall and so on. I used my Stihl with a 25-inch bar, and I was not able to get all the way through the log on the butt. So this is what I'm doing. Just out here in the Northwest Territories, cutting down trees. So we'll have lumber this summer. Firewood, I'll use the tip of it, or whatever is no good for using as a saw log for firewood, and somehow I'll transport this before the snow thaws and spring comes, or the snow melts and spring comes, to my sawmill. It's pretty amazing to live in a place like this where we can cut timber this size down and utilize it. Many people do not have the same blessings or abilities. So as much as we have some sufferings up here and some hardships, we also have some pretty amazing benefits. It's starting to get dark, and as it is Valentine's Day today, St. Valentine, pray for us, I think I'm going to get out of here and head back to the nice warm cabin and cook something up, maybe surprise the wife.